A relentless search for missing children in Nova Scotia reveals a troubling mystery. Investigating the mysterious disappearance of Lily and Jack Sullivan in Nova Scotia.
Immediately jumped in the vehicle, surveyed all the areas, many dirt roads, as many culverts as I could, and waited for the police to get there.
Nova Scotia RCMP said they believed the children wandered away from their home and there was no evidence of abduction. That morning, a vulnerable missing person advisory was issued in Pictou County, and the organized search for the kids began in the heavily wooded area surrounding the family home. Volunteers searched through the night. More than 100 people were called in to help. Helicopters, drones, and police dogs were also part of the search. On Saturday, May 3rd, officials were optimistic the children would be found.
It's a huge wooded area with lots of potential. So we're just keeping all avenues open and ensuring we're covering off the entire area with a very structured search.
Around 5:30 that night, RCMP issued a wider alert to Pictou County and surrounding areas. On Saturday, the children's mother, Malaya Brooks Murray, spoke to CTV News. She said she was hopeful and that she just wanted the kids home. The search continued on Sunday, May 4th. The children's stepfather said he wanted authorities to monitor the New Brunswick border and nearby airports in case the children were abducted. Meanwhile, 160 searchers were out looking for the children despite rainy conditions. On Monday, May 5th, police and rescue agencies continued searching, going at all hours. RCMP said...
Yeah, this is a great recap of what happened this weekend, you guys, and all the documentation from them without it being all cut up. So I love doing this and presenting this with you. I'm either going to do, there's two of them here, the Pat Brown profile or Shanitra Speaks. You guys let me know if you've seen either one of them. I want to make sure that we're documenting this properly without too much speculation. All right. Now, Norma, I'm thinking that too. I'm thinking that it may have been the night before or days earlier. But what is going on with the dynamics with the parents is what I want to know. My biggest concern is the children. We want the children to be brought home, of course, safe, you guys. We hope that statistic-wise, that statistics are wrong in this case and that none of that applies to it. All right. Now, I was doing a search for missing children, 2 missing children in Nova Scotia, you guys. And a few years earlier, 2 missing children in Nova Scotia were found dead. So when I looked that up and it came up as 2 children missing, found dead, oh my God, I was like, did they find the children and what happened? But it was 2 other children. Barbie, I love your name. Thank you so much for being addicted to Guilty of Crime and loving the channel. And you're a member. Nah, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. Thank you for supporting the channel. All right. These are the things that happened this weekend in a nutshell, because there's hours of documentation on this.
Searchers had located what could have been a footprint on Saturday and expanded the search effort in that area. That night, 4 drones with thermal imaging technology were used to look for heat signatures in the woods. Tuesday, May 6th marked 5 days since the children went missing. A Nova Scotia RCMP spokesperson said in an update that the case remained a missing persons investigation.
Police are pursuing all investigative avenues, and there's a variety of teams involved who are applying the tools and the skills and the expertise needed to locate and bring Lily and Jack home.
McCann wouldn't say if there had been any sign of the children. The children's stepfather told CBC that after the disappearance, the children's mother left the area to be with her family in another part of the province and blocked him on social media.
My mother had to kick some people off the property because they were stealing, and I did it. I had something to do with it, and I'm the only one here fighting for them, which is sad.
All right, so do you guys now see, I know there's a lot of speculation, everybody, but do you see it's coming from the Canadian news, what's going on, and of the mother leaving, right? The whole thing is suspicious, but I mean, we really want those children to be found. We want them to be found safe. If they're not found safe, we don't want the evidence to be so degraded that we don't know who did it. And why I was thinking that too. I had said that he has a weird speech pattern when he talks. He talks and he'll be saying kids, and then kids turn into children. So I was wondering if he stuttered. I was thinking that's what it is. All right. I didn't. Who took your message out, Melissa Johnson? I did not take your message. You're my girl. All right. He does sound believable. He does sound believable. And I wonder, with him and Malia splitting, is he going to come forward with more evidence? I see that too. I have empathy for him, and some of the things he says seem to be very genuine.
The children's maternal grandmother told the Canadian press the family was hoping and praying for the children to come home. On Wednesday, May 7th, Nova Scotia RCMP announced it would scale back the search for the missing kids.
We're not packing up, and we're not giving up. Our investigation is broad, and it won't end until we know where Lily and Jack are and can bring them home.
McKinnon said there hadn't been any confirmed sightings of the children, and survivability was unlikely.
We thought they were alive right now, we'd still be out there.
He said the searchers covered a 5.5 square kilometer area, roughly the size of Halifax's downtown, that was heavily wooded.
I'm absolutely exhausted at this point after going through 6 days of virtual hell. It's absolutely crazy.
On Thursday, May 8th, the RCMP packed up its command center in Lansdowne Station and searchers left the area. Martell told CBC he spoke with investigators from the Major Crime Unit in Stellarton earlier in the week. He said he willingly handed over his phone to police and investigators searched the home. Martell said he also asked for a polygraph test.
I just want to clear it up for everyone. Clear it up.
Yeah, he does
just
better
everyone
or
else
something.
making crazy accusations and everything else.
RCMP declined to say whether a polygraph would be administered. Meanwhile, a makeshift memorial was set up at the nearby Stellarton RCMP detachment.
And
In a news release on Tuesday, May 13th, Nova Scotia RCMP said they were continuing.
I'm definitely not ready to give anybody a pass for those children missing, including the neighbor that interjected himself. And maybe it was another neighbor. We're looking at the property and we don't see a whole lot near the property, and we wonder, where did the children go? How far could they have gone for somebody to pick them up and not be detected? But the longer that we go, you guys, the less evidence that they're going to get. Everybody asks about evidence. They say, well, if they, let's talk about Koberger for a minute and that trial that's going on. Well, where's the evidence? How come you don't have evidence with all the people that their lives were taken and all the blood? Where's the evidence? Well, guess what? Koberger was gone. It took them months to find Koberger. He had plenty of time to clean up and get rid of the evidence. We don't really know when those children went missing other than what the parents are telling us. All right. No word from the mother. And what I'm showing you here is what they're reporting in Canada. So I want to make sure we keep it real with what's being reported in Canada so that we're not just bashing people, right? Because, hey, that's what we do on this channel anyway. We do that with about true crime, but they haven't been convicted of anything. And as the days go longer and the mom stays silent, yeah, people are going to start looking at her and him even more. What's up, Leanne? Good to see you, my friend. Glad you made it.
Continuing to investigate. Police said they were following up on more than 180 tips from the public and had identified 35 people to interview, including community members and those closest to the children. Police also confirmed that an underwater team searched lakes in the area but didn't find anything. On Thursday, May 15th, RCMP confirmed again that there's been no evidence to suggest the children were abducted. 2 weeks later, on Friday, May 16th, there are still no answers as to what happened to Lily and Jack Sullivan. Cassidy Chisholm, CBC News, Halifax.
Mute that. Boom. All right, let's keep going. Everybody, we're going to stop for a second. Hit the like button, guys. All the new people, thank you. Everybody that's new, thank you so much for being here. All right, let's do this. Let me read a couple things to you. I want you guys to see what they're talking about, why it matters after 15 days, what to know, and then a couple of things that I had talked about earlier. All right, so let's take a look at this. Yeah, we do bash Jen the Potato Soto. She has not been arrested for anything, but we see her and we see what she said and we see how she acts and we see what's going on. All right. Let's look at why it matters real quick. It matters because of the children. Obviously, it matters because 2 missing children that are reported and they're reported to be autistic. Now, I don't know why parents keep bringing that up and why they feel it's important, but they do. It keeps happening over and over, right? All right, so at this point it said 15 days. We're at 17 days since the children went missing. There was heavy search and rescue presence from May 2nd until this weekend to search specific areas that were identified by authorities. Now, of course, they're not telling us why those areas are identified, but they did search through bodies of water in the surrounding area on May 8th and 9th and didn't find anything, according to the press release.